Hello, Namek members. I am running your tests. I am Guildmaster Andy. I still, from the last test that I just ran with the Sands, I still have Dom and I still have Fail with me. We're gonna run your tests. So we got EP, not this EP that I put the same build on because I got it mixed up and I just backed out.
Good old EP. The naming conventions in this game really do leave something to be desired, though.
Okay, here we go.
Mid and
So many things went wrong there.
so many things. Like that was sad.
Can we just get one set of tests where you don't screw something up, Andy? Please?
Alright, so here we go. Let's do this.
Now, you've done good so far. Let's keep it up, shall we?
Dodge.
Bad game, don't lag. I did
Still
not give you
recovering from
permission to lag.
It's still recovering from the hyperbolic time chamber.
Accurate. You never recover.
No, I think the game just can't handle the screen share for some reason.
You can't handle the screen share.
And it doesn't look all that bad.
It's noticeable when you have game sound.
Maybe.
Oh, it's it.
Doesn't Discord have a feature where you can do sound share in addition to screen share, though?
When I do that, you guys can't hear me talk.
Oh, that is a thing. Fair enough.
But anyway, we have a key +2 build on early Piccolo. Clearly they don't want him to spam special beam cannons anymore.
Clearly.
Because he does have Dragon Power to go with this move.
That
And I like this move.
was
I don't
a nice
know.
follow-up.
I don't know what
Yeah,
it's
that
based off of.
He did that
Oh,
in
that's
Suicide
Cyberman.
and the Saiyan
Yeah.
Saga.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah, I
time
think
he ever protected
He saved
Gohan.
Go. I think. Yeah, it was saving Gohan. It was after Krillin blasted them all, but he missed one and went to attack Gohan, and then he infiltrated them.
And Piccolo wrecked him super hard in exactly that manner.
Yep. I don't think it was the startup thing, though, like the beginning of it. I think it was just the grabbing the arm.
No, it
don't know what
was just the end, the grab and then the mouth beam.
Yeah, I don't know why the beginning part is there. I don't know where
Because
it's from.
it needs to flow. I mean,
guess
it's a rush, so
I guess so.
there's got to be some kind of build up.
So we could have just kind of like kneed him and then grabbed the arm.
Yeah, I don't think that would have looked as good. I like the
I
way
guess-
that they did it.
I guess having a little animation before allows it to be on the ground, because if you did it in the air, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, it would look
So,
really
yeah.
funky if he did it in the air.
So they could have
What?
just done a thing where the attack could have been just that he like the first part of the attack could have been just like slamming into the ground, and that could have been it.
That is the first part of the attack, though.
There's a little more to it. It's like a little rush, and there's a little more to it.
But the gist of it is, get him on the ground, and then you toss him back in the air, like a salad.
Also, this is kind of not going well. So it is
No.
though. It is Team Gohan. So
Yeah,
King Gohan on a defense build.
that reminds me.
that's full
My
power.
the copy of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 that I was borrowing from my friend, it was completely, for the most part, there was no glitches in the game, but there was one. There was one. If you use, as Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, if you use Father Son Kamehameha,
Oh
game
crap.
Well,
only that
He
move.
might be dead.
that's dead Piccolo. That's really unfortunate because it's one of the best moves in the game.
Yeah, I know. Also, there was in the story, there's
And
one
there's
level,
also that one story scenario where you're required to use it.
you're
Wait.
not actually.
Wait, what are we
If
talking
you
about?
count like presses, so like cutscene presses, on the one before you use Father Son Kamehameha, you can kill Cell, but it becomes the hardest level in the game.
Yeah, I'll bet.
What are we
And
talking
it was,
about here?
I beat it. I did beat it. My
We're
copy of
talking
Budokai
about
Tenkaichi
story
3
mode for this game.
Yeah. My copy of Budokai Tenkaichi 3, that I borrowed from my friend, if you used Father Son Kamehameha with Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, the game crashed, and that's the only glitch. And it made this one level in the story, like, it made it become the hardest level in the game.
Yeah, that would definitely do it. I don't know what kind of Patara loadout Cell is packing in that one, but it's gotta be something mean.
It has, like, I think it has, like, like 7 or 8 health bars, something like that.
Okay, so he's got that one red Katara.
And like I don't remember what else, but he has a bunch of stuff.
I'll
It was really, really difficult.
I can only imagine.
See, but the other thing is if I counted wrong on the amount of like times I had to press the button to activate the cutscene, because the HP doesn't actually start going down until the one before you use Father's Uncommon Now. So if I counted wrong and pressed it, I had to restart all over again because the game crashed.
Yikes.
It was really annoying. It took me multiple hours. Actually, it took over, like, I think it was multiple, like, days. Like, a few days later before I finally beat it, and I was so happy. And then the Boo Saga was a cakewalk compared to that.
Yeah, I mean, you would have had to have gotten really good to beat Cell.
It was nice, though, that Gohan was one of my favorite characters to use, but that was also really
Oh
annoying.
boy, it's back!
It's back!
That's
Die.
a lot of damage.
Ultimate's so
That'll,
powerful.
that'll saw your boat in half for sure.
So
That's
powerful.
a lot of damage. And momentum regained and maintained now.
Are we sure that this is okay to air on YouTube? That was really hardcore.
Yeah.
Piccolo
Like,
just
really
pounding this
painful.
kid from behind.
It's okay, he's basically as fuck.
That only makes it worse, though.
Piccolo's the same
That's a
age as
joke.
around. He's only a few years older than Gohan.
That still doesn't
I
make
know.
it better.
I think that made it worse for multiple reasons, and that was the joke.
Piccolo's only a few years older than Gohan. They're just two kids fighting.
It's
Sure,
like
we're doing a
Goten
little
and
more
Trunks.
than fighting before.
Yeah, it's like Goten and Trunks, but they're like a few years older.
Oh
It'd be
boy.
like Goten and Trunks, and the end of the end of Z, sort of.
He's not
Like
gonna
a little-
use it again,
I
but that's
gotcha.
it.
Yeah, it's a game. Was that a 2-0?
No,
No.
that's
No.
1-1.
No, definitely not. This is going around 3.
'Cause this should end it.
That's a game. No more Gohan.
You need to train more, Go. If you got beat by early Piccolo, you need to
You
train
really
more.
need to train some more.
Hey, early Piccolo actually had a really good run. With Namek.
No, I just mean like this is the Piccolo. Well, I guess you could say this is the Piccolo that fought.
This is technically the Piccolo that fought Frieza.
No, are you sure?
Yes. He doesn't become
Oh.
late Piccolo until he fuses with Kami.
Oh,
There
I
is
thought
not
there
a
was
single technique post Saiyan Saga on this Piccolo.
You're not wrong. But still,
Um,
this is the
I
same
forgot there
Piccolo,
was only two.
technically,
I thought there
that
was
fought
3
Frieza.
Piccolos. I
There
thought it
really
was,
should have been 3 Piccolos, but I don't know what
Yeah,
kind
but-
of B2s the mid Piccolo
but-
would have been packing.
It could have been like we had regular early Piccolo, and then we should have had like fused with Nail Piccolo, and then fused with Tommy.
Mayhaps.
That's what they could have told the forms as well, instead of calling it late.
Well,
Like,
that brings us back to the really terrible naming conventions this game has. It's not consistent
Yeah, they could
at
have
all.
just referred to it as like, yeah, they like for example, yeah, Piccolo could have been like just been called fused like Nail Fusion and then Tommy Fusion. And then we could add 3 Piccolos.
Okay, but what is the point of 3 Piccolos? Piccolo didn't use any new signature techniques in his fight with Frieza after he fused with Nail.
That's not important.
It's kind of important though, because it makes
Also,
it a
early
really
Piccolo-
tough sell to create a whole new model with whole new animations and a whole new B2 and B1 kid just so we
Also,
can.
they could have made early Piccolo also like the Dragon Ball Piccolo, so we could have the giant Namekian form.
He is the Dragon Ball Piccolo though. That's
I
the
know.
thing.
That's my point. Is they should have gave him like the giant Namekian form in my
And
opinion.
that would have been a really good idea. But this game, if I'm not mistaken, was kind of rushed going into late development. So
That's
they-
surprising since of
Which
how
is
much
when they-
content is in it.
which is when they started the Dragon Ball saga in the story.
Ah, that makes sense.
That was kind of an
So-
afterthought, actually. I don't even think they were going to put GT in, and they just kind of did that and Dragon Ball at the last minute.
Though that made it allowed to separate it from Tenkaichi 2. It
Yes.
didn't have Dragon Ball, I don't think.
It did
Did it
not
have any
have a
GT?
Dragon Ball arc. It had all of the arcs from GT. It had the
Yeah.
baby arc, it had the Super 17 arc, and it had the Shadow Dragons arc.
How many fights did it have from each of those arcs?
Only like a few.
All told, I think that there were maybe 10,
Huh.
if that.
But like
Instead
they were like
you
really
know,
long.
4.
But they were like multiple state, weren't they? Like
Yeah, they were
like,
divided up
Budokai
into
Tenkaichi 3?
stages.
Yeah,
So
so
Most,
it wasn't
um,
4.
So you had base form baby, and then in a separate fight you fought second form baby, and then third form, and then grade 8 baby, and I think you actually fight grade 8 baby 2 times.
Oh, could
But
you
in
not
this one,
transform in Tenkaichi
Tenkaichi-
2?
What's that?
Did you transform in Tenkaichi 2?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
then
you
why
could.
were they separate fights?
That
Because
was
they
what I-
represented different stages in the story. Because
Yeah,
the,
Tenkaichi 3 tends to put a lot of things together. Like the
Yes.
entire.
it,
I think there's
it
only
runs
like.
on an entirely different engine that supports dynamic battles, whereas Tenkaichi 2 did not have that same capability.
My goodness. My goodness.
That's
it
Super
happened.
Do the thing!
Finish him with
Do you remember-
style.
Oh, speaking of like the thing that I was saying earlier,
Yes,
like,
What
I'm
is
so
the
glad
card?
there's no
do the
story.
thing! Do the thing!
Gohan, what
I'm
is
so
the
glad.
card?
I'm so
It's
glad there's
slow
no
down.
story fights in my game. In like
He
Tenkaichi
also has
3
no charge rate.
fights. I'm
This-
so glad.
Do the thing! Do the thing! I
Do the
command
thing.
it.
Nah,
Do the thing.
he hasn't suffered enough.
Haha! I see what you did there.
I'm glad that you caught that.
That was
Good lord.
No.
Not
Well,
quite.
yes.
Almost got
No,
it. Well,
no.
Just a little more.
No.
That's
Wow.
No. We didn't get to see Father Kamehameha.
It's okay.
We
We'll see
didn't-
it next season.
We didn't
For
get to see the move that broke the game.
Damn.
That broke my game.
Early Piccolo being
It
savage.
kind of breaks the game. It's a game breaker. It's easily one of, if not the most powerful, the ultimate, mind you, in the game. Barring Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because he's an entirely different breed of horse.
Well, there's also what about Devil Might Beam against the strongest? But the
That's
most
only
evil-
circumstantially useful, and therefore I
Yeah,
would
I was
say
gonna
it
say.
makes it over.
Who is classed as the most evil character in the game?
There are a handful of them. You got
They're all
Devilman
pretty-
himself, there's Evil Boo, there's Janemba,
There's a bunch that are tied.
Omega Shenron. Yeah, all of those do 30,000.
Also, I assume the one that is being tested at the moment.
King Piccolo
Yeah.
does not take a full 30,000, I think, but he does take 20 plus.
Okay. Yeah, I knew he was
He
up
is,
there.
he is no, he should be really high.
He's
should be-
definitely
he should be one
up
of the
there on the
highest.
list, but I don't think he takes max damage.
He should
Because,
take
yeah,
max
he's evil,
damage.
but he's not evil incarnate like the other ones I mentioned are.
I mean, he kind of is, though. He's literally Kami's evil side.
He
I
is literally the modified version of Tommy of like the original.
Yeah, I
Western
guess you
people.
have a point there. And maybe I am misremembering and he does take 30,000 from it, but in any case, that does not make Devil Might Beam better overall.
No,
It's
that's why I
definitely the
said
best in certain cases.
I wasn't sure. I might have been mistaken, but I believe you said like strongest, not best. It was not
Yes.
the best. But I think
In
it's
terms of sheer
technically-
numbers, Father Son Kamehameha is top 5, easy.
Yeah.
But my boy, Mr. Confidence,
Wait,
having
In this
struggling
one,
a little bit
is
here.
it a rush or is it a beam?
In Tenkaichi 2, it was a rush, and therefore
Yeah, I
not
couldn't
nearly
remember.
as good. Actually, it was
I remember.
better, because Russia's got
I remember-
seriously nerfed for Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah. Because I remember in one of them it was a rush and one of them it was a beam. I couldn't remember which one.
Tenkaichi 2, it is a rush. In this game, it is a beam, and the reason why Russia's got nerfed for Tenkaichi 3, fun fact for all you people watching at home, is that in Tenkaichi 2, when you use a rush, your ki is not consumed until the attack actually lands.
Yeah,
you,
so then
you
it-
can guard
it's
break them
canceled.
all day, and you will not consume ki. And you will continue to do that until you actually get through their defense. Which made Russia's the most broken B2 type in Tenkaichi 2.
I think they should use half, in my opinion.
They do,
And then
in this
just the other
game.
half.
When
Yeah, I was
you
pretty sure that's
first,
how it works.
when you first use the move in Tenkaichi 3, you take half of the total ki cost, and then if the attack lands, you
No,
take the other.
actually, only some work that way.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sure
sure
all of
pretty
them
sure
do.
only some worked.
Oh, wow, he
What is
might
that?
be dead.
That's an ultimate.
That was
Yeah,
an
that's
accident,
the game.
though.
My
Yeah,
boy
that's
kicking
almost
booty.
exactly enough to take down Gohan. Good job, Piccolo. Very proud of you.
My boy, Mr. Confidence. He's
You really need. I really want them to make another version of this game. Like they're making new Dragon Ball Z games, but go back to this formula. It was so much better. Give us a Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 or like.
This one's kind of a dead horse at this point, unfortunately.
It's basically a toy box.
Yeah, it's a sandbox.
No, a toy box, as in.
Yeah. You're
Literal.
right. Xenoverse is the sandbox. This is the toy box.
I really like this formula. I want them to go back to it, but like
It's
with
a
the
good formula, and it works really well.
Xenoverse tries to be an MMO.
Yeah, just look at we need this, but like with just imagine this with Xenoverse graphics. Like that would be amazing. And, like,
Xenoverse graphics and even further expanded roster.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I don't want them to drop characters. Like that's one of the least favorite things with Xenoverse is the sheer lack of characters.
I dropped
compared
some
to
characters.
Yeah,
like-
there are a handful that could stand to be
I-
dropped.
I would
some
drop-
others.
Yeah.
I would drop mid Goku. I would drop end Goku. I would drop mid Vegeta. I would drop. What other? I would drop early or end Piccolo. And I'd make them just Piccolo and just Vegeta and just Goku.
Here's the thing
like-
about that, though. It
I like
really
what
kills
Xenoverse
the move variety that they have, because that is the same problem. with
Raging
Tenkaichi.
Blast.
Yeah, you would have to give
Yeah,
them
if you went to a
interchangeable
Raging
moves.
Blast formula. If you went to a Raging Blast,
That was the main thing the Raging Blast that I really liked.
it'd be cool if like we had a Budokai Tenkaichi 4 kind of game, and it was like a mixture of Raging Blast and Budokai Tenkaichi.
It's sad because even when you take away take away one of the Vegetas, and there's still enough for a team of Vegetas.
Yeah, there's a lot of Vegetas in this game, unfortunately.
more
No,
Vegetas
yeah,
than
because
Gohan.
like if you add the super roster and you take away the duplicate Vegetas that you could take away, there's still enough for 5 or 6 Vegetas. There's Scouter Vegeta, there's Majin Vegeta, there's King Vegeta, there's Vegeta Z, there's Vegeta Super, and there's GT Vegeta.
And we could also do Kid Vegeta.
No, let's
They
not
wanna
do
do
Kid
it.
Vegeta.
There's not a lot to do with Kid Vegeta. He was shown in like maybe 1 or 2 episodes ever, and he didn't do anything. He was just.
But I would add Drum to the game.
You know, Drum would not be a bad addition.
That'd be cool.
He was a really big ticket fight back in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah,
Drum.
P-Lock Machine is in this game, right?
It is.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Piccolo fucking destroying Team Gohan. Not much to talk about there. He's just killing him
Yeah, that was good from
in
King Piccolo.
brutal fashion.
Are we sure this is good to air on YouTube?
Yes.
There's a lot of child abuse going on here. Yeah, I mean, it is hardcore child
Wait.
abuse.
How old is Teen Gohan? Isn't he, like, what, 12?
At best.
I think it was 11. Yeah, I think it was...
He's 10 or
like, if you
11.
count... No, I think it's if you count Time Chamber as actual aging. I believe he was 11 pre-Time Chamber and 12 coming out of the Time Chamber.
You would have to count that. That's just kind of how.
Well, if he's 12 coming out of the time chamber, then by the time Buu Saga starts, he's 19 years old. So that's not
yeah,
right.
he's 18.
He can't. I don't
No,
think that he's
I don't think it was
actually.
actually 17 years. I
He
think it
was
was like
17
6.5.
when Buu Saga started. So
You sure? I thought it was 8.
yeah, so
I
he
could have
was 10.
sworn he was 16.
No. Well, if he's 16, then that means this Gohan's 9 years old.
So I think he's saying that it's a smaller gap than 7 years.
I think it's just. Yeah.
This Gohan is 10 years old.
Right.
I don't
Six-
think so. I think it's at least 11.
Legally, this Gohan is 9 years old, but he's got the body of a 10-year-old.
That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all.
Because then there's a 7-year gap. So he can't be 11, because he has to be under the age of 18.
Who said anything about it being 7 years though?
It is a
I believe
7-year.
that
It
is
is a
what's
7-year gap.
Is it?
Though it
Alright,
could
then.
be, what I'm saying is it could be like a rounded up to 7, like it could be like a 6.5 year gap.
No.
In any case.
Yeah,
Only a different
my
story
mind-
this round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's like
tides have
what
turned.
I'm.
Super
Because
plus 2
there's
is
no
not
way
as good as
down
Super
to
plus
get-
1.
Oh, that
There's
key,
no
that
way it
key
would-
minus is really hurting here.
Yeah. That doesn't seem right. That it was literally exactly 7 years down in the day, right? So it could have been like 6 3/4, right, or even 6.5. So it still could have been 6 years older. So he could have been 11. I still think he was 18 when he started.
Definitely doesn't help that King Piccolo keeps eating those Super Masinkos.
Yep. It's not his fault they're 2 bars and he can't charge because of reasons.
It kinda is his fault. Just get out of the way.
Jeez.
It's not his fault that Gohan is an amazing character.
Rush rapid movement does not cost key to use. Get your reflexes in check. Computer.
But like, it's not his fault that like Teen Gohan is just an amazing character.
It's not his fault that he's fighting one of the most broken characters in League history.
Yeah.
Granted,
Like-
Super Saiyan 1 is not nearly as bad as Super Saiyan 2
I was
was.
about to say,
I'm a
like,
little
but
surprised
Super
Teen
Saiyan 1 is
Gohan
still
doesn't.
good.
I'm a little surprised the Gohans don't have unique dialogue with King Piccolo.
Why would they?
I just did because his name is Piccolo.
And
like-
similarities end there.
Yeah, they say
and,
they
like,
say you look like
Gohan
Mr.
and
Piccolo.
Goku. It's like Goku's son.
Piccolo
versus-
wouldn't have anything unique to say. King Piccolo wouldn't have anything unique to say. I just think that all the Gohans would have something unique to say.
IDK.
Also, he might make like King Piccolo can make a comment that he kind of looks like Goku.
Like I said before, the Dragon Ball stuff was kind of rushed and done late in development, so they might have had that on the table but just didn't have time to put it in.
Yeah.
Well, there's unique
It's
dialogue
cool
for
that
Cyborg Tao and
like, even though
Goku.
it was rushed, I'm
That's
really
my goal.
glad that Arali got into the game.
Yes.
You know what I want to
Little
see in a
hole.
Dragon Ball game?
Oh,
I want to
really?
see the only manga exclusive character, Toribot.
I've never heard of Toribot. I wonder
He
why.
appeared- it's supposed to be It's supposed to be Toriyama, basically. But it appeared in
got
some manga scenes. And there was like a scene, for example, when the fusion dance was being taught, right? And like you saw the failed attempts, and then you have a panel after the second one, where Krillin's just kind of like, "Come on, Toriyama, you're just reusing these same scenes and slightly editing them." And then you see Toribot in it is a little appearing in the corner. It's like, I was like, "Note to editors, you don't have to pay me for this panel."
Okay. That's
See,
great.
I haven't watched all of the anime. I've only watched bits and pieces, but I read the entire manga.
King Piccolo's doing a lot better this time around.
Well, I've read all of the Z manga. I haven't read all the Dragon Ball manga.
I have not read any of the manga, and
You
I do
need
not
to.
feel
It's so
one
good.
bit about it.
But like but Toriyama Toriyama though.
That's cute, sure, but I don't know if it's enough of a motivation for me to read a story that I've already seen.
I just really love reading, and especially manga.
It looks like he's gonna lose anyway. He was doing so well too.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
For me, it's like you have like reading like
Oh my
a light novel or like a
Ooh,
show, and
damn!
they're-
Look at that,
That's a lot of damage.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Talk about it. Do the thing. You have the Blastox.
Do that thing.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. Nope.
that's not
He's gonna
unforgivable.
do the mini. He's just gonna do the mini father son Kamehameha.
No, that's
And I think
Dodge!
that's GG.
He went
That's
for
a GG.
unforgivable.
That's
Come
a
on.
GG right there.
It said
Why?
dodge.
Dodge! You disappoint me, Tingo.
That's literally what I yelled right when King Piccolo used the.
Alright, that's
the
it for
nuclear.
now.
And just
I'll
like,
see
He
you
can't
guys
dodge while
later.
he's-
I'll see you guys later. I think. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Farewell.
Adios.